What could be your learnings as an investor? And this is applicable more to Americans than to Indians, because our economy, honest to God, got handled much better than the American economy. So the Fed kept saying that inflation is temporary and inflation will go away, but it was created by bottlenecks in China and etc. Right? They loved blaming the whole world for what inflation they had, and they said it is temporary, nothing will happen. Well, it happened, and the inflation is not coming down. So whether it is caused by gas, whether it is caused by housing, right? Housing has got very expensive in US because people are not used to paying so much of interest for their housing loans. So they all had taken housing loans at very low rates, at 0%, 1%, 0.001%, right? At all those ridiculously low rates. And obviously the human mind prepares you saying, oh, 1980 to 2000 nothing has happened. 40 years interest rates have not gone up, therefore interest rates will not go up. The past is not looking like the future now, right? The past looked great in 1982 or something to 2021, right? 2021, 22 perhaps, where interest rates had never gone up. Now suddenly the American population realized that inflation can be up, interest rates can go up very fast, right? So the Fed is now paying 4.5% on its 10-year bonds from 0.1% and 1% or less to 4% is a 400% increase over less than a year or maybe 15 months. So inflation can be high, leading to higher interest rates, which leads to higher mortgage rates. So your 1% to 4% jump is a 300% jump. When your interest rates go up so fast and your EMI goes up so fast, very unlikely that all of them are prepared for it, right? So all these things have happened in the American economy now in the year 2022. Also, your asset allocation stroke diversification didn't help, because you saw a 19% fall in the S&P, 33% fall in the Nasdaq, and a 12% fall in the bond portfolio. So you're rethinking, will diversification work, will it not work, will inflation continue to be high? So all your decision making today is based on the immediate past, saying, oh, inflation is going to be very high, I need to provide for it. True, not true, we don't know, only time will tell us. When will America be able to cut down, bring down its inflation and control it? We don't know. Luckily in India we did not have a bad year. The Sensex went up by 4%, but if you were lucky to be, if you were in some PSU stocks or in funds where the fund managers were bullish about PSU stocks, you would have made more than 4%. So that was one good thing. Then the Americans, or at least the higher end Americans, keep talking about the recession which is going to be there. Right now I can't see the recession, but I can see all indicators. Unemployment is high, interest rate is high, not enough jobs are being created, right? So people may not want to work, people have got used to sitting at home and working, they may not come back to the office. So what is it for the, what is likely to happen? Well, they will overcome all that. America doesn't have to worry. They've got something called the dollar, which the whole world use as a reserve currency. So it's nothing to worry about the American economy. But what strategy should you use? Should you invest in America? Should you invest abroad? I think the American markets have got very interesting, with a 64% fall in the metaverse and a 33% fall in Nasdaq and a 20% fall in the S&P. It can't be now still be unattractive. I'm sure there are enough attractive pockets for you to invest. Should you be investing in American debt? I don't know, but I have invested in one fund which invests in American debt, and that has done well, surprisingly, because it's an SIP, and I'm getting a positive return, and which is good, because if the dollar were to strengthen, I'd get better returns. If the dollar were to weaken, I'd get poorer returns. That they both go together, right? Housing in US is getting very, very difficult, so we do not know what will happen. A recession may not happen in the economy, but a housing very likely to happen. What is happening in Bombay? Some pockets rents are going up, but don't take that as a great indicator that something great is happening in the economy. It doesn't mean anything. certain pockets, there's a lot of redevelopment happening. So if you take a small suburb like say Santa Cruz, there's a lot of redevelopment happening. So therefore, there's going to be a lot of demand for rental housing, because people don't like to leave the location where they are. So people will, if my house is being reconstructed in Santa Cruz, will I go and live in a far away suburb, say 40 kilometers away? There's another suburb called Mira Road. Will I shift there? Answer is very unlikely. So pockets of Bombay where lot of redevelopment is happening, the rents are going up. Rents are going up to very specific reason. Don't think of it as a great phenomena. In some parts of western Bombay, which is the western suburbs of Mumbai, prices are going up. In some parts of eastern Mumbai also, eastern suburbs also, rents are going up. Again, the reason is same. So you will find rents are going up in say Chembur, but not going up much in Ghatkopar, which does not have too much of old buildings to be reconstructed. Who is Sam Bankman-Fried? He is the new Madoff, or whatever you want to call him. He's the guy who's lost a lot of money. Yes, of course, he will be prosecuted. A lot of venture capitalists who do a lot of due diligence have all lost money. So cryptocurrency will continue, scams will continue, frauds will continue, people will try to skim you off of your money. All those things will continue in the new year. But so 2022 was, all this was a learning that interest rates can go up, taxes can go up, markets can do badly, debt and equity both can do badly in the same year. You could lose money in crypto, you could make money in crypto, all these things. So whatever you have learned, how are you going to implement? That's also a question that you have to answer for yourself. Thank you.